Hello everyone, I am Dr. Rajesh and I am again with you with new video lecture, and in this video lecture we will be studying this problem, and the statement of the problem is something like: if forces P and Q acting at an angle alpha be interchanged in position. Interchange means one is changed with other. Their resultant turns through an angle beta such that this thing is required to prove. Okay, so let us suppose that P and Q are two forces. Say P is greater than Q, because one will be greater and other will be smaller than that force. That is, there are only two forces, either of them will be greater than the other. So now let me draw the figure. This is the force P in this direction. Okay, say represented by A, B, and this is smaller one is force Q. Say it is represented by C. Now complete the parallelogram. This will be D and this will be this one, and the resultant will be running something like that. Okay, directions are very much clear. This is in this direction, this is in this direction, and this is in this direction. This force is Q, this force is Q. So, and the angle between them, this is resultant R. You see here, P and Q acting at an angle alpha, angle between them is alpha. Okay, now what next has been done? At an angle alpha, be interchanged in position. Interchange in position means here is P, now these will be interchanged. These will be interchanged. Instead of Q, here will be P, and instead of P, here will be Q. So smaller force Q will come over here, and greater force will go over there. So whatever will be the resultant, that resultant will turn through an angle beta. So let me draw the figure first. So I am going to draw the, in the dotted part, I am going to draw the larger force. Say this is the larger force. Okay, this is the larger force, and I have plotted it in the dotted portion. Here is B, so now this will become B dash, this point will become B dash, and smaller force of this size only, here it will come up to here. Okay, and it will be the smaller force, and that force is Q. This force is this much, and if we say this much is P, and here this much is P, and this much is Q. So now complete the parallelogram. From here we will get, so up to here it is Q, so I am going to, so up to there Okay, so here it was point D, so this will become D dash. Okay, this will become D dash. So now join with, it will be okay. Now you will draw the resultant. This is the resultant, and resultant will remain the same. So here you see the resultant, this one and this one both are in different position. So the new resultant has turned through an angle beta. This is given in the statement. So if I say this angle is beta, this angle is beta, and this point will be, if here is C, this will be C dash, this will be C dash. So let me write this point as C dash. Fine. So now see, whatever angle you just have to, let us say this force is greater, here this force is P, and this is the resultant of this Q and P, this is the resultant, and since this force P is greater force, so this will be the angle which resultant will be making with P, and it will be more inclined to P. So whatever angle is this one, this is the angle that it is making with the greater force P. So say if I say this particular angle is, say, phi, this angle is phi. So now when the position of the forces have been interchanged, now instead of P here, P has come over here. So now this resultant, because resultant is same, because forces are same, so resultant will be same. So this resultant now will be making more inclined angle, it will be more inclined to the greater force in this case is P. So it will again make the same angle with the greater force, and greater force in this case is P. So this angle will also be phi. So from this figure, if you see, this total angle up to here is alpha. So if I say phi plus beta plus phi is equal to alpha, so let me write that from the figure, it is clear that alpha is equal to phi plus beta plus phi. This implies that alpha is equal to 2 phi plus beta implies alpha minus beta is equal to 2 phi. This implies that alpha minus beta is equal to phi. So this angle will be alpha minus beta by 2. So now let me write this angle is alpha minus beta by 2. And we know, if you see here, if this angle is alpha, so this if extended over here, if I extend this, say this is the something extended line. So if this angle is alpha, this angle will be corresponding angle, this will also be alpha. So this angle will also be alpha. So this angle will be pi minus alpha. Now see, we require this angle, and we know the sum of the three angles of the triangle is 180 degree. So say if I write in triangle sum of the angle is 180 degree, if I write alpha minus beta by 2 plus pi minus alpha plus angle A D B is equal to 180 is pi. Pi to pi will cancel out. This implies that alpha minus beta minus alpha plus angle A D B is equal to 0. So alpha minus beta minus 2 alpha divided by 2 plus angle A D B is equal to 0. So this will be minus beta minus alpha by 2 plus angle A D B equal to 0. So this will go over there. This implies that angle A D B is equal to alpha plus beta by 2. So this angle will be nothing but alpha plus beta by 2. Now applying sine law in triangle A D B. This force is P, this is Q, and this is R. This force is P, this is Q, this is R. So I shall be writing applying sine law in triangle you have to mention the triangle ADB. So write the sides AB is equal to BD is equal to AD. Sine of the angle opposite to this side, this is AB. Sine of the angle opposite to the side is alpha plus beta by 2. So here will be alpha plus beta by 2 divided by, this is BD. So sine of the angle opposite to this side will be alpha minus beta by 2. So this will be sine alpha minus beta by 2 AD. Now see AD, sine of the angle opposite to this side, pi minus alpha, sine pi minus alpha. Now you know AB side is representing force P, BD side representing Q, and this AD side representing R. So I will be writing the forces in place of the sides. P by sine alpha plus beta by 2, Q by sine alpha minus beta by 2 is equal to R sine pi minus alpha is sine alpha. So these are the three terms, and you could name it as equation number 1. So instead of taking all these terms together, we prefer these two terms, because in the proof P and Q are involved only. So taking first two terms and see what happens. So now we are going to take the first two terms only. You will write taking first two terms of equation 1. It will be P by sine alpha plus beta by 2 is equal to Q sine alpha minus beta by 2. This will be P by Q is equal to sine alpha plus beta by 2 sine alpha minus beta by 2. You have taken this over there and the q goes into the denominator. Okay, now applying componendo and dividendo, we get p plus q p minus q sine alpha plus beta by 2 plus sine alpha minus beta by 2 divided by sine alpha plus beta by 2 minus sine alpha minus beta by 2. This is further equal to, now applying the sine formula, 2 sine alpha plus beta by 2 plus alpha minus beta by 2 divided by 2. It will be cos alpha plus beta by 2 minus alpha minus beta by 2 and the whole divided by 2. So this will be this thing divided by 2 cos alpha plus beta by 2 plus alpha minus beta by 2 divided by 2 into sine alpha plus beta by 2 minus alpha minus beta by 2 divided by 2 and the brace is closed. You could write it into this one. This 2 to 2 will cancel out, this beta to beta will cancel out, this alpha to alpha will cancel out, and here beta to beta will cancel out, alpha to alpha will cancel out. So this will be further equal to, now see, alpha by 2 plus alpha by 2 will be alpha and here is 2. So it will be sine alpha by 2. Similarly, beta by 2 minus minus will plus, plus beta by 2 is beta and divided by 2. It will be cos beta by 2 divided by, here is alpha by 2 plus alpha by 2, alpha divided by 2 cos alpha by 2, and here is beta by 2 plus beta by 2 is beta divided by 2. This will be sine beta by 2. So this is equal to, you see, sine alpha by 2 cos alpha by 2 is tan alpha by 2. So this will be tan alpha by 2. And you see, this will go over there, sine beta by 2 divided by cos beta by 2 will be tan beta by 2. So this will be tan beta by 2. This implies that p plus q, p minus q is equal to tan alpha by 2 tan beta by 2. This implies that this goes over there, tan alpha by 2 is equal to p plus q, p minus q into tan beta by 2. So this is the result that we have proved, that tan alpha by 2 is equal to p plus q divided by p minus q tan beta by 2, and this was required to prove. If you will see in the given question, here is tan beta by 2, here is tan alpha. So you can simply do one thing, that this could also be written as if you see, this will be here, this will go there and this will go over there. So we can also write it as tan beta by 2 is equal to p minus q, p plus q tan alpha by 2. So this could also be written something like that. Okay, so this is the result. So this is another form of this one, and this was asked in the question. So you will see 10 beta by 2 is equal to p minus q divided by p plus q tan alpha by 2. You will see this was required to prove in the question. Okay, and you could mark this question as an important question from examination point of view. So I hope you will be able to understand this problem, and that is all I have from this lecture. And if you like the lecture, please like, subscribe, share and comment. This is Dr. Rajesh saying goodbye, take care, bye bye, and see you soon. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching.